Hello and welcome to Punch and Roll, an interactive tabletop role-playing live show featuring some of the best audiobook narrators working today. How is it interactive? Well, you, the chat, get to be part of the story. So drop your suggestions in the chat, and if I can incorporate it, I will, or I will save it for a future episode. Punch and Roll is sponsored by Audiobook Empire, which is a full-service audiobook production company. If you are a narrator, they have something special for you, so make sure you check out the show notes below. We are produced by PANA, which is the Professional Audiobook Narrators Association. PANA provides support for new and established audiobook narrators while raising awareness in the public consciousness of the importance of human narrators in storytelling. You can learn more about them at pronarrators.org. We have a lot of people in the chat tonight. Hello Spencer, hello Rad, hello Emily, hello Jenna, hello. So make sure you throw your comments in there so I can put them in the game. Now for a recap of last session, we've got Emily on deck. Go for it, Emily.
Well, dear, my name is Lazuli, and I want to tell you what we've been doing so far, because it's been quite an adventure, although I do apologize if I forget anything. You know, the older one gets. Such things happen. So let's see, what happened? Well, we met one another. What a lovely party of people, bakers and all, very fun. And we went into the library where we had been summoned, and we, long story short, ended up opening a book, and suddenly we were somewhere else entirely, which was very confusing. There were lots of gestures and technology that made no sense, and there was a wee altercation with my axe, but we won't go into that. And in attempting to escape the local law enforcement, we ended up in the sweetest bakery with a darling girl named Ginny, and we actually quite fell into her cause, and so we decided to help her by helping her sponsor a bake-off with the very cruel and I believe the word they use is corporate, whatever that means, bakery next door. Very soulless, it sounds like. So from there, we sort of split into groups. At the time, we had dear Lizanna with us, and Lizanna and Gaelish went off to a park. And in the meantime, Sticky and, oh, my brain, help, dear, what's your name?
Yuza?
Yuza, of course it's Yuza. So Sticky and Yuza went next door to the bakery, and I believed caused a little bit of mayhem there. We're very good at that, it seems. And then came back and joined forces with me. We got in a horseless carriage and had a misadventurous journey to the park to join the others, and I believe the car did not fare well at the end of that journey, but we met up with them. We confirmed a location to hold our bake-off the next day and got the excellent assistance of the park superintendent. I don't remember them at all, but that it happened. From there, we went to the market, as Ginny had asked us, and well, we got a little sidetracked because there was this enormous market nearby, and there were moving staircases which were very dangerous. I do not recommend. And then there were lovely places to rest our feet and to relax, which was wonderful. And then somehow we ended up in a room with these furniture pieces attacking us, and fear not, we prevailed. And then from there, we went to the original market to where we were headed. And, oh, my Lord, I forgot one of the most important things before we left the park and after the park, but before the market, we had a run-in with a very nasty man, and his very appealing to some car. I believe that's what he called it, a car. And I believe it was a Franklin was its name. I don't know, but not to worry. We eventually succeeded in vanquishing that car, and then we went to the market. And so now we are at the market, long story long. And Well, let's just say that our time in the market, we have successfully found all of the ingredients we needed and a few others. And Sticky had an excellent time with one of the other local law enforcement. Perhaps he was a supervisor of the market. And fortunately, Sticky's innocence was proven very well, and I am very grateful for that. Unfortunately, Yuza and Gaelish got in a bit of an altercation with one of the trolleys. They sort of rammed into some of the stands, and anyway, long story again, long. We are currently in the line to pay for the goods, and there's a woman ahead of us, I believe. I confess I'm very engrossed in this issue of some sort of paper with glossy and the men are quite lovely, and I believe things are happening with my team, but I don't quite know. I do think my ears heard mention of an irate Karen, and that's all I can give you today.
I think that's pretty darn good for someone who wasn't paying attention to what's going
wasn't
on.
I? Oh, all right.
No, I mean, you're busy reading the tabloids. I love it. Awesome. Cool. So for any of my players in the chat, please vacate in 3, 2, 1. And let's get started. You guys are in the middle of a fight right now. We just finished round 1. Oh, and hello to Katie. I saw there's another person in the chat. And hello to anybody who's watching who didn't say hello, who's just lurking. Hello. Okay, so where are we at? Top of the round to Sticky, and Leslie's not in the fight. You never rolled initiative yet, so
I'm in my magazine.
You're in your own little world.
All right, what is on the what do you call it? The conveyor belt thing. Is it full of groceries? Is it mostly empty? What's going on there?
It's so the lady ahead of you, her stuff was getting checked out. And did you guys, I don't think you guys took anything out of your carts, did you? Last I remember you were blowing bubbles in her face and throwing Pepsi at her, but I don't think you guys did you unload? I don't think you did.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay, so your carts are still full.
Then the way is clear. I'm gonna jump up onto that cart, onto that conveyor belt, and let it zzz me along until I am next to her, and then I will attack her.
To be fair, it's a short ride. It's not like a super long conveyor belt. I love it. You step up and you step down.
Yeah. Oh no, awesome. I'm still on it. I'm striking down. I'm not trying to kill her. I'm just trying to hit her on top of the head with the hilt of my daggers, trying to knock her unconscious.
Sure. Oh go ahead and roll.
All right. So first dagger coming in is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Ugh, okay. Offhand dagger is a 21 to hit.
That does hit. Let me get my pen here. What's the...
Well, that's going to be 1 point of either piercing or bludgeoning damage, depending. But I do get my sneak attack. Okay. So that is an extra 6. So it's 7 points of damage all day.
Okay. How?
And then I'll just let the conveyor belt carry me as far as it does.
And I love it. I love the finesse. So you get an inspiration point.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah. I love it. Are you guys allowed to have? Okay, so this is like an out of game. I guess who cares? I'm running the game because I think Crystal also, right? Mm-hmm. Gaelish has so there's 2 on the board, and if you're not allowed to have 2 inspiration points at any one time, oh well.
My understanding was each character could have their own inspiration point.
Yeah.
That you were awarding like players. And so you could have all of us have inspiration. It's just, how do you use it? Usually I use it in the past games I've done with where just like I get, I don't know, like a mulligan or something if I want it.
Usually I think it's like a reroll or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a freebie.
Okay, just making sure.
So we got 2 on the board. I don't know how to make that be a thing, but there you go.
All right.
Spencer, give us fancy graphics.
That's on Spencer. I don't know how to do that magic. So
no
yes.
No pressure. Yeah.
No pressure in the moment. Sorry, Spencer. All right. Anything else?
No, I will stay up on the as the conveyor belt brings me to an end. I will stay up on the grocery counter.
Okay, and it's just a testament to how much the teenager who's ringing people up just doesn't care that you're like on top of their, counter. They're just like, whatever,
Excellent.
I kind of love this canteen.
Also, I think Spencer in the chat wants you to call on Lord Uber. I'm not sure. He just said Lord Uber. Maybe he wants you to call on Lord Uber. As a thought. Hello, Ojin. All right, so it goes to Yuza. Yuza, what you got?
Let me see here. I think I was getting out of the cart because I was still sitting in it.
Yeah, you're like right in front of her because you blew the bubble in her face.
Yeah, I blew the bubble and then I started getting out of the cart at the end of last round. So I have to finish getting out of the cart first and foremost.
Can you accidentally kick it back as you get out of it?
Can I?
Can you?
Can you?
I don't know. What do I roll to find out such a glorious thing?
Let's see agility or acrobatics. Pick one.
Athletics. I would have said athletics.
I'm looking at the wrong screen. Hold on. Acrobatics or yeah, acrobatics or athletics.
Let me see here. Acrobatics. 10.
You do get out of the cart, not extremely gracefully, more like a mad scramble. There's a lot of stuff in it, there's a lot of things happening. And your foot as you're getting out, your foot kind of slips on that bottom, I don't know what they call parts of a cart, that bottom rung.
Yeah.
And it kind of propels it backwards into whoever's behind you in line with a bit of force.
That's Leslie, isn't it?
Well, Leslie's kind of to the side. I believe Gaelish is behind you, right? Gaelish is behind you?
I guess I did make an unarmed strike at Karen last game. So I thought I moved away, but I mean,
my understanding was that there was no one behind me because we have 2 carts.
And into the other cart.
Yeah, so it hits the other cart right next to me.
And that other cart goes flying down the aisle.
oh
no. Well, the way you've drawn it, there's an aisle end cap right there. Are you sure it goes down the aisle?
It's not to scale. Just work with me.
Dash it all, I had plans for that cart. Foiled by the GM once more.
So, eventually you'll need to recover it if you want those groceries, but
Excellent.
I think we want the groceries.
That is the main goal, eventually.
Anything else you want to do?
I think that has to be my action, right? Like getting out of the cart.
I believe so. Hold on, let me look at your whoopsie. You don't have a bonus action, right?
No.
Okay. So you're just standing there, looking very proud of yourself for getting out of the cart.
Excellent.
With gum.
I will blow another bubble.
All right. So the shopper in front of you is not happy. She's going to take a swing at Sticky, and this totally doesn't hit.
Sure.
This totally doesn't hit.
I just leap over it as she swings. The advantage of being up high. I just jump right over the.
Yeah, it's a freaking
swing of her fist.
Well, because all she has is a pen. Yes.
Or it could have been.
Yeah. Well, yes.
So she just kind of, swing and a miss and just sort of that gesture that you see that all the car drivers do. Now she's doing it in the store. What?
She's trying to escape.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me look and see what else. Anything for... Oh. I'm gonna save that for later. Anything for Gaelish? What's up for Gaelish now? It's Gaelish's turn.
Yes, Gaelish will kind of take another swipe with their elbow at our Karen here. So an unarmed strike attempt.
Okay.
And
That
that's
hits.
a 21.
Nice.
That hits.
Nice. Thank you. 2 for damage. Very enthusiastic. Not much power behind it.
I mean, you're to be fair, you're in a crowded space. There's a lot of stuff. I get it. It's fine.
That's true.
Yeah.
I appreciate the understanding of mitigating factors. This is not my usual performance.
Anything else Gaelish wants to do?
Nope. Not really.
Okay. Lazuli, are you still reading, or did you want anything happening over there?
Well, Lazuli was startled out of the pages of her handsome men by the Karen's screech and suddenly realized what was going on, was very concerned, watched the cart fly past, immediately went into action, pulling the other cart so that it blocks the lane so no one can get in, and then she goes after the other cart and brings it back and sets up a blockade. And I believe that's her turn.
I would love to see hold on a sec.
Yeah,
as you are diving for this thing. Hold on. I need to okay. Let's go with pick one, athletics or acrobatics.
Well, I'm always going to pick athletics.
To see if you grab that cart.
Because I have a massive bonus and it's a 22.
Nice. So yes. As you say, are you joining in the fray, or are you just kind of...
Well, I didn't think I could do both, where I could collect the carts and arrange them and engage. But if you say differently, I shall engage.
No, but you know what's really funny is I did not keep the numbers of what everybody was from last time's initiative. So I'm going to slide you in at the end.
That I think is most reasonable.
Yeah. All right, top of the round, it goes to Sticky.
You might be able to scroll up on Shard, right?
Actually, one more thing. Yeah, you could. It's in the.
I could, but
chat.
I don't.
It's a lot of work. and Lazuli do one more thing before.
Can she?
Yeah, well, it's not engaging. It's preparing. She would like to be inspired by Sticky and jump up on the moving counter that is to the right of her, which I believe is empty.
So you're going on this one?
I sure am.
All right.
I would like to position myself here.
Go for it. Oh, so you're going here? Here. Ish. You can. I think you can move yourself, right?
I did indeed move myself.
Awesome. Cool.
Thank you.
I can't remember if we said there that I think we did say it was crowded, right? I'm trying to remember what we said from last time. There are other shoppers.
Yes.
There are other shoppers.
There are, but this lane is closed.
Is it now?
Yes.
Is it? Should we do like a dance off on this?
I'll roll you for it, dear.
Let's do it. Somebody call
what
a number.
am I rolling? Persuasion.
You're rolling persuasion on the DM. I love it.
Oh, snap doodle.
Oh,
Wait.
Can I give her my advantage? I mean, my inspiration.
Oh, it's with a
persuade the DM.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this just like went beyond metagaming.
Something that we won't do it.
This is like the meta game. If you want, yeah, go for it.
Absolutely.
Katie wants a dance off actually. And hello, Matthew. Welcome. That's so funny.
All right,
yeah,
here.
If you wanna.
Hot dog. It's a 17.
Do you feel persuaded?
Wait, why did you re-roll? Did you have something to re-roll?
Yeah, I gave her
He
my
gave
inspiration.
me
Okay.
his
All right.
inspiration.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure if we actually were doing this.
Oh, we did it.
Oh, you did it. And I was like, whoa.
I don't know
So
why we
just-
wasted this on an empty
Roshni, did you think you were running this game?
I've learned so much now playing with you guys.
I wanted it.
So even though we thought that it was really crowded in this grocery store and there wasn't a lot of places to go, just
it makes
randomly.
complete sense, dear, because the one who was working in that one had to go on break, so she turned on the light.
Which is why it's so crowded, because they can't process people out
Exactly.
quickly
There are
enough.
not
Yeah.
enough employees. There's a hiring shortage.
Oh my gosh, this is like
Yes.
the meta. I love it. So yes, and way to bring in the hiring shortage as well. All right, current
Important.
events. Yes. Okay, so you are standing on the, as we have established, empty lane.
Yes.
All right, and Sticky does not have an inspiration point anymore.
Not anymore.
Top of the round to you.
So standing up here, I think it seems to me that where I am, that near my feet, there are probably some bags of some kind. Yes? I'm sure I could see them from up here.
Yep.
I mean, these tend to be right. Now, is it the? I mean, Sticky doesn't know these words, but is it the paper kind, the plastic kind, or the reusable, the big reusable, sturdy ones?
So what you see on the lane you're in, you're at the end of it. There's kind of like a bigger tabletop of some sort that's very open, and then just off it, if you stepped to your right, you'd step kind of into a hole. But there's bags that are kind of attached to these metal poles. Some are crinkly and some are, you do know what paper is. So some look like paper and some are like some weird crinkly, smooth kind of white material.
The paper ones might not be sturdy enough for what I have in mind. So I'm going to reach down, grab a handful of as many of these as I can get open. I know sometimes these are stored. I mean, Jarlin doesn't know this. Max knows that sometimes they're stored double. So grabbing and opening them. So I'm holding an open bag in both hands. I'm then going to jump down, dropping the open bag over her head.
Oh my word.
And tightening it up to, I don't know, maybe blind her, restrain her, grapple her, whatever you decide happens. But that's what I'm doing. I'm leaping down and bagging her head.
Please roll for that.
What would you like me to roll? Acrobatics?
I mean, you guys already rolled to persuade the GM. So
We sure did.
Anything goes at this point.
You're the one who drew us into this,
It's
dear.
a 20 on acrobatics.
She's gonna turn purple from lack of air. Oh my word! Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It works just as you say.
No, settle down. We don't want to fight you. Settle down. That's my
She's
turn.
kind of just like flailing around as you've got, and meanwhile the teenage cashier is just like, that's 10 cents, right? Okay, I'll just add it to the order.
Perfect.
How many bags did you use? Was that 2?
I mean, as many as he could gather. I'm imagining it's 2, but as many as he could gather in one grab.
Okay, so you just hear the teenage cashier just keep hitting the return button. 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. All right. Anything else, Sticky, want to do?
No, I'm holding that bag tight.
Okay. Yuza, to you.
All right. Yuza is going to kind of casually reach back to the blockade of carts that we have to grab one of the bags of flour.
Okay.
And she's going to take it and pull open the top. And I would like to shake it aggressively at her.
Oh, no.
Which I think should be fine because she's not going to see it coming.
Isn't she covered in Pepsi?
And she's covered in
Well,
Pepsi, yes.
Yeah, she's got Pepsi. She's got, I think, the gum. And although, to be fair, if that was
coating
on
her
her face and you put a plastic bag over her, So the Pepsi's probably on her body, but the gum was on her face, so that's
Oh my
underneath
god.
it. But yes.
We're covering her in the worst batter of all time.
Okay, so you want to flour her.
I would like to flour her.
Oh my word. Okay.
How would you like me to roll such?
Yeah. Okay, let me think about this. I mean, I guess it would be. You guys really are destructive. It's
You
amazing.
pulled us into this. You take responsibility, young lady.
Oh man. Oh, this is very that Into the Woods meta feeling where I'm like, I'm the narrator. I'm supposed to be outside of the story. Don't feed me to the giant, guys.
No.
Okay.
I could do it as like an unarmed strike, just for like ease of
Sure.
rolling.
Works for
Smack
me.
her with the bag.
Do you think she'd have advantage given
Because
what's
she's
going on with
already
the bag?
sticky. Yeah.
For real.
She's blinded.
Uh-huh.
Asphyxiated.
15 with the advantage. We're definitely taking the 15 because the other's a 1.
Oh, okay. It actually on her AC it doesn't hit. So
Ooh.
Flour
Even though-
everywhere, though.
there's flour everywhere. You know, I mean, like, you got a little bit on her, but not enough to cause like major damage. But there's definitely flour all over the aisle, all over the gum counter, all over the conveyor belts, the blockade behind you. Probably a little bit on Gaelish. You know, definitely on you. Teenager says, "Was that part of your order?"
Yes, we're going to need to get a replacement as well.
Okay, all right. Starts keying that in. She's like, oh my gosh, whatever. When do I go on vacations? So, anything else for Yuza?
No, she'll finish tearing the bag so I can get a big hunk of paper and I'm going to spit out my gum finally because my jaw is hurting.
You still were chewing the gum this whole time. I figured once you popped the bubble, it was done.
No.
Oh no, dear.
I will hold it wrapped up in my hand. I might need it later.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I am looking at all the things that apparently I should normally be able to do, but yeah. Okay.
You may always disengage.
We're beyond.
Could. Yeah.
I am holding on to that bag still, though.
Yeah. Yes,
Are your
you
daggers
are.
still out, Max?
No.
Dash it all.
All right. Okay. Oh my gosh.
She finished paying, right? He's ringing up us now, right?
No, actually, this was her order.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just charging figure 8.
Yes. Like, he doesn't know. He doesn't care. He's only getting paid like what, $4.99 an hour or something to be here. So,
Actually, employees at supermarkets get paid 18. It was on the sign
right?
as we entered.
Oh,
oh my word.
probably
Okay.
thinks we're all
Still
together.
doesn't go very far.
No, not really.
Not with this rent.
Okay, so you're right there, Max.
Yes.
She's incensed. She is going to try to bite you because you're right there, and it's going to be at a disadvantage for sure.
Okay. Sure.
So
Through the
let's see.
bag.
Through the bag.
Through the bag. Hold on, I gotta.
She
do
has
math.
very pointy teeth. Maybe it would work.
Hold on. Okay, so that's one, and then the other one.
The question is her bark worse than her bite?
22 or 24.
Yes.
It does.
That definitely
Okay.
hits. Good Lord.
She
Okay.
was creepers.
Let me see here. So, okay, give me a second here. Because
We
I
just
didn't. Are you thinking you know what it is?
You tell me.
No, I'm not telling you. Okay. All right, so it is. Give me 1 second. 14 damage.
Yow.
How?
She's pretty pissed.
How is that even possible?
Maybe she has dental implants.
Are the teeth that protruded through that bag very long and sharp?
Quite possibly.
Ah.
Oh.
Quite possibly. Sparkles.
And the game changes.
All right. And I think, are you? Well, we'll figure that out on your turn.
Sure.
And that will be it for her. Gaelish, what do you got?
You know how those like price guns that you like scan things with have like the long phone cords on them?
Mhm.
I think Gaelish will snatch it from the teenager and run around Karen with it to try and like trip her and make her fall down and go boom.
Okay. Let's see. What would that be a good?
Well, she's not very nice and she's kind of acting like a brute. So I think animal handling would be good for it.
Animal handling.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I think even if you try to roll to persuade the DM on that one, I would probably say no.
Would use her inspiration.
Oh my word. I don't think this is what inspiration is meant to be used for, but okay. Let's go with athletics on that.
Athletics. Where is athletics? There you are.
Under A.
It was a 9.
It was a valiant effort. You did yank it out of the teenager's hand. They don't even notice. They don't even care. And you were able to kind of like wrap it around, but it didn't really. She just kind of stepped out of it, kind of thing. She's flailing so much, like you really couldn't get a good purchase on
How
stopping her.
unfortunate.
Anything else Scalish want to do?
I think that was my action, so I don't think I can do anything else. So I think I am done.
Alrighty. To Lazuli.
Well,
with the power of Brad Pitt to compel her.
I would just like to note that the magazine did end up in the cart, not back on the stand. But anyway, Lazuli is incensed that someone would so grievously injure Sticky. And so
it really is bleeding quite a lot.
She has noticed, and so she pulls out her great sword, leaps off, and havoie! Right straight down on Karen. I don't even know what that is. Just a great sword attack? Do I need
normal attack?
Acrobatics with it, or can I just do it?
That's just your normal attack, right?
Yes. All right. It's a 19 to hit.
And it hits.
Excellent. And we do 14 points of damage back.
Okay. All right.
I would like to know whether I cleaved her skull or merely an arm, please.
What would you like?
Well, I would like her skull, but I don't know that 14 points was enough. I think it would have had to be a critical hit for that, so it's probably a shoulder. Maybe some rib action.
She's still on her feet. It's amazing the amount of energy and power Karen has. But she is looking a little, what's the word?
Bloody,
haggard, pissed off. I mean, she's still got a plastic bag on her head, teeth sticking out, sparkles. Anything else for Lazuli?
No.
Okay. Top of the round to Sticky.
Has Sticky encountered these sharp-toothed, sparkly creatures before, or have some inkling of what kind of creature she might be?
Do we have them in our land?
I would assume so.
Oh.
Okay.
Perhaps because you come from a fantasy realm.
Yeah. So first things first, one dagger jabbing right between the ribs. Say, keep your teeth to yourself. So that will be 25 to hit.
Oh,
All right, that hits.
For 7, and then with stop it! What are you doing? And then with the sneak attack is 4 more, so 11 piercing all day.
Okay, give me 1 second.
He's going to use his bonus action to disengage, letting go of that plastic bag, but still on her head. Hopefully, will still provide some damage, and we'll just step back out of her reach, disengaging, and say, user, next to you in the cart there, you see those sort of papery bulbs there? Toss me one of those, would you?
Absolutely.
Pointing at the garlic.
All right. I'm next in line, right? And the initiation, so I can do that first, right?
We sure are. Is that it for Sticky?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. All right, on to you, Yusa.
Well, I will first and foremost throw that right on over. Do I need to make a throw to have it send up and over? Or can we just say that it wasn't a terrible throw and it probably got to Sticky?
Well, you did ask, so let's roll.
Ooh, excellent. What am I rolling?
Gosh, it's a lot of athletics today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An important question. What are the dagger and the great sword made of?
Oh. The
Just
athletics is a 6.
Regular steel.
Regular steel, all right.
Okay, so wait, is Sticky, where are you? Are you still on the table, or are you on the floor?
No, I'm down on the ground.
No, he's down and back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yuza gears up and pitches it, and it goes right over Sticky's head.
Can I make a dexterity saving throw to try to catch it? Or
Yeah,
an
go for it.
acrobatics or something? Okay.
Yeah.
Just like real life.
Oh, it's coasting on a natural 20, but it's still a 19.
And you do catch it.
Thank you.
Nearly goes by your head.
Beautiful. All right. So now that we've seen teeth, I'm going to cast Burning Hands, and that creates a cone of fire in front of me. It's a dexterity save. I would argue.
I'm right there.
No, I think it doesn't get to you because I have the like schooling legacy.
Oh, nice.
The sculpt spell, so
Just
I can
sculpt
see
it around me
before it gets to you.
Thank you.
It's a dexterity save 13. I would say it's at disadvantage because she still has a bag on her head.
Yeah. One that is going to melt.
Is it directly in front of you? What's the area of effect?
It's a 15-foot cone, but I'm stopping it early so that it doesn't hit Sticky.
Okay, well, because I was going to say Gaelish is with you too.
Right.
I thought she was more to the side of me. Like we were on.
How I want to see this cone.
It does incinerate anything flammable besides clothes or like worn items. So we might burn her order.
Do we need the order to do a saving throw? The groceries, do a saving throw.
How is your dexterity, groceries?
Let me see here. Hold on. Sometimes it shows you on this thing. Whatever. I can't figure it out. Yes, the answer is yes. I forgot the question, but the answer is yes.
She'd be at a disadvantage for a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, give me a sec.
Do it.
All All right.
Lazuli is enjoying this. A lot.
We made it 3 rounds before I brought out fire.
Hold on. And then the other one is, that's, okay, 22 or 7. So obviously 7's not going to work.
22 does.
But
Well,
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's 3d6.
Okay.
7 damage.
I thought that would be more.
Yeah.
All right.
Still
And did we
exciting.
set her groceries on fire?
I didn't roll for them yet. Hold on. Give me a sec. We're rolling for the. Now, did you want the groceries to be at a disadvantage?
Well, I can't imagine their dexterity is very good.
I mean, and honestly, we'll just go with the straight. It's a 2. They're gone. Yeah.
Along with all the bags, I believe, that were waiting to be used.
And the teenager's like, hey, I was still whatever. I'll just add like to the bill, whatever.
He needs a name. He is an inspiration to us all.
Yeah.
He's like Office Space, but for supermarkets.
Oh, man. Peter, right? That was the lead from Office Space. We'll just call him
Yes.
Peter. So, yeah. Anything else for Yuza?
No. I assume it smells vaguely of burnt flour now.
Does flour smell?
Yes.
Yeah, does it
Very
really?
strongly, yes.
Oh yeah.
Raw flour when it burns, yeah.
All right. See, I learned
Can
so
I
much.
can I
from-
make a wisdom saving throw to see if Jarlin had the presence of mind to stick that garlic up and get it a little roasted?
Please. Always be cooking.
No, it's a 3. I think he just shrieked as that wall of flame was coming at him.
This is not how he cooks.
No.
Too much pressure.
No, yeah.
You don't get that involved with your cooking.
It's
I would
like
love
it's
that,
Hell's Kitchen.
Ah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Sponsor us, Gordon Ramsay.
Okay. So, oh my word. I guess for her action, she's going to remove the bag.
Can she? It's been melted to her face.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's right. Gosh, that would be unpleasant.
I guess it depends on which side of her was facing Yuza.
Her back, because she was facing Sticky.
All right, so it's only, attached to her
Yeah.
hair. She could still, pull it back like a veil.
Beautiful. As she walks down the aisle. You hear lovely music.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Oh my word. So yeah, that would be her action. Her one action. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. And she just glares at you. For now.
How anticlimactic.
Well, you gotta get the bag off. It's just so stupid. It's like one action. Ta-da! All right.
You see the garlic?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Not
can she
even-
see the garlic?
She can see Sticky, she can see the garlic, and it's not even roasted. That's Karen to Sticky. Okay.
Yeah.
Gaelish, you're up.
I think it's time for Gaelish to get with the program. Sticky's hurt. Lazuli pulled out the freaking greatsword, and even Yuza has brought out fire.
It never
So-
takes long.
I guess it's time to pull out the short sword because I don't have a long sword.
I thought you were going to be like, it's time to pull out my poop samples.
That's what I said
Oh
too.
no!
Oh no, that would have been great.
But I'm not putting ideas in your head. I'm not. So go ahead and
I
just
will
whack her
file
with your
that away
sword.
for future
Those-
use.
This
Those
is
are
not a
important.
line reading.
Just you can whack her with your sword. That's fine.
Okay, we'll whack her with my sword. Okay. Oh, it might be a thought if I clicked the correct thing.
It was just the build up for it was so I was like, oh, she's gonna bring out the samples. Okay.
Nope.
Oh,
I rolled a 9.
does not hit. Does not hit. It's all right.
Sad.
There's
It
just so
got
much
stuck.
going on. So
Got
much.
stuck as you pulled it
commotion.
out.
It's due to all the anxiety.
That's
Anything
reasonable.
else for Gaelish?
I don't think so right now.
Okay. To Leslie.
Well, Lazuli saw the garlic, immediately knew what Sticky was about. So she's going to swing her greatsword. Now, she is on the ground now, so she's a bit shorter than Karen. So now she's just going to lean back and right in close range. It's very exciting. No, that's... Yes?
When did you jump on the ground?
The last time.
During
That's
your
why I
last
asked
attack.
if you wanted an acrobatics.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's a lot going on. I think my brain just shut off for a minute.
It was a flying, leaping thing. It was very exciting. But now she's on the ground and
No
just
problem.
going to thwack. And
Okay.
the roll is, seriously, a 9. Well, I'm going to use my action surge and get another action and try again. 15 to hit. Lord almighty, all right. Lazuli was a little bit, her weight transfer wasn't quite right after landing, and she was a little, but she tried anyway and slipped, and then she tried again and slipped. It was very embarrassing. Don't talk to her about it.
I mean, I was gonna say, and as she jumped to strike the Karen, her eye caught on that magazine, and she
Well,
thought,
it's closed now.
with the pictures on the front.
Yes.
Got distracted. All right. Anything else for
That's
Leslie?
fair. No.
Nothing. All right.
That was embarrassing. She's going to take a moment and take a breath.
Top of the round to Sticky.
Right. So using my bonus action first, I'm going to use my fast hands feature to take my dagger, which is a chef's knife, naturally, and take the top off of that garlic bulb, exposing the cloves within.
Ooh.
And then step forward, and with my action, I'm just going to squeeze out as many cloves as I can right into her mouth.
Into her mouth.
Oh, I love this attack, Sticky.
Oh my gosh.
Bite on this!
Oh my God.
Oh, gosh.
Sure. Please roll.
Advantage
Roll,
because she's
please.
flanked?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, fantastic. Okay, I'm probably going to need it, too. That is only a 14.
Nope.
Closed her mouth just in time.
Dash it all.
And I've already used my bonus action, so I can't disengage, so I guess I have to stay there.
I love it. You're like standing there like this, like squeezing this garlic in her face.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you stay.
Yep.
So nothing else for you?
No, I don't want her to get an opportunity attack, so I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. To Yusa?
What fire can I do now that you're closer, Sticky? That's the question. How far is she from me? Because I'm a little... Is she within 5 feet?
Yeah, I'd say so. You guys are, I mean, it's still a narrow aisle and you're all like on top of each other.
And hemmed in by the carts.
Yes. Then we'll do the flaming sphere, because that's just a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire.
So many
no,
options.
that's more like for terrain. You put it somewhere that someone's not. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna cast grease under her.
That's like your choice.
I
Your
love
solo
it.
choice. Yeah.
She's got Pepsi. She's got flour. I don't know if you'll allow it, but I'd rather cast grease on her than the floor.
Sure. I mean, is that a usage of it?
It's usually used to cover the ground.
Hold on, I'm looking
But
up.
maybe I just want to cover the ground of her body.
The ground of her body.
Oh, when did this become a romance novel?
Hey.
I have been known to read romance.
I think we've all done it.
So I guess if you want to put it on the ground, then she'd have to make sure she doesn't fall in it. Or if you just want to throw grease on her, because you
I'd
can.
rather want
Okay.
to throw grease on her if I could.
I'm not going to be picky. Go for it.
All right. I mean, it's just she has to make a save throw if she tries to walk away now.
Oh, my word. So if she stays put, she doesn't need to do anything.
No, she until she tries to move greased
Okay.
up, she's fine. Until, I shoot more fire at her, then we can cross a different bridge. But
Word.
this is what we call a preparatory round.
Oh,
Well
no.
done, dear.
Someone in the chat loved that Yuza, by the way.
Which
The ground of her body. The ground of her body.
Look, it's
Rachel
an
will be writing romances after this, guys.
occupational hazard.
Indeed. I think that's my turn.
Okay.
I'm quite proud.
Let's see here. Let me just mark that down.
Oh, someone gave her a good idea.
Okay. Oh, the chat is enjoying this.
Who doesn't enjoy grease?
Someone
Grease
says
is
you
the
should
word.
add butter to it too. All right.
God.
Let's see here. What can she do?
That would be an interesting question. What is the grease? Is it like oil or is it lard? What kind of grease?
That is a good question. Slick grease covers ground centered on a point. It doesn't. A bit of pork rind or butter.
Love it. Love it, dear.
Pork rind. I love the idea. I'm just able to summon pork rind out into the world.
Oh my word. Let's see here. Okay, so y'all are surrounding.
You're a terrible woman, but you smell delicious.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are surrounding her, so let's see.
We sure are.
She is going to try to charm. Ooh, who do we want? Let's go for Jarlin.
All right. She does smell delicious.
So I'll just need a wisdom saving throw, and we'll see if you succeed.
12.
Which you do not. So
No.
you are now charmed. You regard her as a trusted friend to be heeded and
Yes.
protected.
Yes.
So you're not under her control, but you will take her requests or actions in the most favorable way that you can.
Okay.
And if she wants to bite you, you're down with that.
This is a romance novel then. All right.
Absolutely am.
We've really got I don't know. We're like veering out of PG.
I hope there are
territory
no
here.
children in the audience. This rom-com went a little R-rated.
Feel their
Stop.
ears.
Taryn bites Jarlin on the neck.
I don't think anyone is surprised to discover that being slathered in pork fat is Jarlin's thing.
Oh man! So if anybody has a name for our new romance novel, please throw it in the chat. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god. I mean, you did say it's not another rom-com, and
That's
this
right.
is not.
It is not. Yes.
No.
Love
So,
between checkout aisles.
So Jarlin is charmed right now, and I think she's just gonna tell you that you have to protect her if any of your so-called friends try to harm her.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Jenna says, slathered in pork fat is a romance novel I would totally read.
We're learning a lot
Maybe
about
we can
our
write
viewers
that for you
today.
on the spot.
Yeah.
Jenna,
Yes,
we will do that for you. We are going to write that romance novel on the
we'll all
spot.
narrate it.
I believe they call that an orgy.
Okay, so that's all Karen's gonna do. To Gaelish.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Does Gaelish have any perception that this has happened? That Sticky is now charmed, or was that all like instantaneous?
That's a good question. I don't know if you would know until
Okay.
he does something to block you.
We'll go
Right?
with I don't know it until there are consequences to my actions.
Consequences to your actions.
I mean, I'm about to try and hurt her, and he's
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's a good point.
yeah. So, Gaelish really wants to poke her with her short sword. So we're going to
You're so cute.
try again. I just want to help my friends. Oh, and we're just not having a it was a 6. We're just not having a good day today.
It just slides. Remember, she's all greased up. It just slides right off.
Yep.
You know? Yep.
Gaelish kind of
Anything-
pouts a little bit because they can't join in on the fun.
Oh my word. Oh, anything else for Gaelish?
I don't think so. Gaelish is just
Okay.
kind of there.
Okay.
Sad.
To Lazuli now.
Lazuli lifts her great sword and brings it down for a 22 to hit.
And it does.
And it does 10 damage.
Nice.
This one got her in the back. Or I guess she's facing Sticky, so it got her in the side. So in the ribs, yes.
Anything else for Leslie?
Oh, I don't believe I have other options, dear, but thank you for thinking of me.
Okay, because you used your action surge, right?
I
Honest.
tried, yes.
No problem. Cool. I think this would be a great time to take a break, but not before we have other titles like Pork and Prejudice and Love in the Time of Grease Fires. So we will totally be writing those on the break.
We have the best audience. That is amazing.
I would read
If
Pork and
this
Prejudice, for
doesn't
sure.
go viral, the world is unjust.
no.
Pork and Prejudice
Prejudice.
by Punch and Roll.
Can we please legit change our name to
Yes, please.
This is the Pork and Prejudice campaign.
A
Punch
Regency
and Roll,
romance.
Pork and Prejudice?
Everybody has to do really bad British accents.
I'm trying to think how I would do that with God, that's so hard. Okay. Too many characters.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh no.
All right.
Great.
So
Break.
and joining me on the break is Max Zener. Thank you so much for sticking around,
Yes.
even though we're not writing the next great American novel, Pork and Prejudice, yet.
We're not?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, so Max,
Yes.
tell me a little bit. Okay, first of all, we had a really funny story in the break room before this, and if you don't mind sharing, I think it'd be great because I guess it's your pseudonym, right?
What funny story?
About
about
how
my
you got
middle
your
name?
name.
Oh, yeah. So we were talking about how when I got married, I had to get my birth certificate. And in a sterling example of how deeply uncommunicative my family is, I got my birth certificate and it had a different middle name on it than the one that I thought my middle name was. And I asked them why, and they were like, oh, yeah, we changed it when you were 4, having not told me at all.
I was also thinking about what you were saying about how you got the name Maxwell.
Oh, Maxwell. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
So, okay. So Max,
All the
Max,
names.
yeah, Max is my birth name, and I just because my last name begins with a Z. Everybody who heard Max Zener assumed my name was Mac, or at best Matt, and I just got tired of that, so I changed it to Maxwell.
I love that. It's like the pseudonym that's like not a pseudonym.
It's not a pseudonym at all.
So Max,
I guess it's not a nickname. It got longer. It's a Nicholas name.
Oh, there you go, right? So Maxwell, what kind of stuff do you normally narrate?
Oh gosh. I narrate all sorts of stuff. I do a lot of sci-fi and military sci-fi. I do a lot of nonfiction. My pseudonym has a fair number of romance titles under his belt. I'm finishing up a thriller series about a couple doing art heists.
Ooh.
I do a lot of stuff.
Ooh, an art heist would be fun.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I was gonna say your voice actually would be really good for like thrillers and like those like Tom Clancy kind of things. That's cool. How'd you get into narration?
Oh wow. It was something that I have wanted to do for a long time. When I was a kid, I had this bad year and a half where I was in the hospital a lot. I was sort of bedridden a lot, and my mom went and got a tape player and threw on. It was the first one she did was Tom Clancy's Hunt for Red October, and just started playing. And it just kind of took me away from all of the trouble I was having. Also got me good medical care because the nurses would kind of linger in the room to hear what would happen with the book next. I just listened to a ton of audiobooks, and it helped me a lot. Like it got me through. So it was kind of always something I wanted to do. Eventually, I worked up the gumption to cut a couple demos and hop on ACX, which is where I got my first couple of gigs, and took it from there.
That's awesome. Also, chat, if you guys have any questions for Max, throw it in there and I'll ask him. Okay, so this is really random.
Yeah.
Because you're the only guy in our group here. And I know for like a lot of times, like I'll be asked to voice like male characters, but I'm always wondering how a male narrator does it in the opposite direction. Because do you feel like weird when you're like being a woman, you're like, oh, excuse me. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. I feel to go the other way, but like, I don't know. How do you voice a female character and not make it awkward?
Yeah, no, it's not awkward at all. I've never really struggled to find female voices. It's not hard for me to just kind of pitch things up higher, I can just sort of throw things up in my head voice and sort of start here. And, like any character, I'll, go with personality, probably a lot more sort of uptalk than I normally do when I'm voicing male characters. But, that's sort of where I start.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yeah, I always wondered because I feel like, I just feel like it'd be hard depending on, I don't know. Anyway, but that's awesome. You make it look effortless.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So, what else besides? Because I think you've done a lot. Looking at your IMDb, besides VO, right?
Yeah. I'm a actor of stage and screen when they'll let me be.
Out in you're on the East Coast.
Yeah,
right?
I'm in New York City.
Okay, so I just have to ask. Did you ever do West Coast or no?
No.
Okay, I'm so curious what the differences are. But if you've never been out here, then
I couldn't
you can't really speak to the differences. I was always like, oh wow, it just seems like it'd be just a very different vibe or something. Like, what's the art scene like out where you're at?
New York City? No art scene here. No art happens here in New York City. You're kidding? It's a dead town. No art, no music, no theater, nothing.
But you have the advantage because a lot of publishers are out where you're at.
Yeah, but I don't know that matters anymore. I mean, we all work from home. We all have, we've all got studio setups or can get them without too much hassle. I don't think that makes a huge difference anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks, pandemic. Hopefully we don't get demonetized because I said that, but that's okay. I have to ask, what is your favorite voice to use in narration or accent? If you have a favorite accent.
I haven't. I mean, I'll tell you, I don't think I have a favorite voice or accent, but in this art heist book, I've got this character who I'm loving voicing. His name is Pascal. He's this French Interpol agent undercover in the art thieving world, and I sort of imagine him as a French Pedro Pascal, and I just so enjoy getting inside he's the way he talks and the way he thinks. So I'm in, and his name is Pascal. So what could be better?
Oh, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. And do you have a booth pet?
I have a booth. I mean, I have a pet. I don't think. Let me see if she's right here. Sometimes she is. Nope. I think my daughter's eating dinner somewhere, so she's waiting for the crumbs to fall. She doesn't like getting in the booth. She really doesn't. The only time she wants to get in the booth is when it is when there's a thunderstorm or fireworks. Then she'll come in the booth because she's figured out that it protects her from the sound.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, poor puppy. You're like, I thought you loved me, only when it's bad out.
No.
Oh man, that's so awesome. So if people want to listen to some of your stuff, what would you suggest they start with?
Oh gosh. There's a militaristic sci-fi novel called Malum, Malum, which is about a soldier in sort of this futuristic religious war, and he starts to question what he's being asked to do, and starts to challenge the religious order that is forcing this war upon the galaxy. And that was a fun one to read. So that's one. And assuming people watching the stream are sort of into fantasy storytelling and role playing games and stuff, I have a nonfiction title that I'd recommend. It's called Monsters, and it is a survey of monsters across different times and cultures, starting from stuff that people have found on the walls of cave paintings, through the Bible, through ancient Egypt, the ogres of the Pacific Islands, the Wendigo myths in North America, just a huge cultural sweep, looking at what all these monsters have in common, and asking why do we as humans feel the need to tell these stories? What does it do for us? And I found narrating it to greatly improve my my role playing game running.
Cool.
Because it sort of gave me some insights on the kinds of stories to tap into.
That is really cool. I'm gonna check that one out. Awesome. Well, that was Maxwell Zener, everybody. He's playing Sticky. Thank you. I think I'm seeing people with pets. So let's meet the rest of our cast.
Yeah, I want to meet them.
Whoever wants to go first.
That would be me. I'm going to lose this boy soon. He's been very patient. Hi, this is Graham. He's one of my two babies. The other one is Sam. Graham is an absolute chunk. And he is very discontented to be here. Where are you going? He actually does come in my booth a lot. He likes to sleep under my chair. The only problem is I call him Snuffleupagus because he kind of dreams and he snores a little bit. And so I'll be recording and I'll have to reach down and like pet him until he wakes up. It's like an aggressive petting. And then he's like, okay. And then I've got maybe like 5 minutes before he does it again. All right, bye, baby.
Oh, no. There he's like, I'm done.
He's a sweetheart. Great.
Oh, and your favorite voice?
Oh, my favorite voice is any grandmother or grandfather. But since I do that all day here and you guys have heard plenty of that, my second favorite was this book I read a long time ago. And like one of the characters was like a Reiki person. And I like modeled her off of Cheryl Fraser from Rhode Island from Miss Congeniality. And she has been, I don't get to use her very often because she's very spacey, but I loved her.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so awesome. I love it. Cool.
Thanks.
Who would like to go next?
I'm also probably going to lose mine soon. So this is Leo. Leonhardt is his name, but we call him Leo. He's only 3 months. He's a Maine Coon, so he's gonna get very big. But right now he's He's never been in the booth, so he loves the octopus apparently. So we'll have fun with that. But we also have 3 Great Pyrenees, but they're all over 100 pounds. So getting one of those in a 4 by 5 foot booth space was just not going to happen. And then what? Our favorite voices?
Yeah.
Stay up there a little longer, at least. I have I call him the Golden Knight because that's the book that he originally showed up in, but it's like the young, kind of like too confident male voice. And it's always stuff like, never fear, I will bend it like the truth. And I never get the voice like that very often. And they're almost always paired with some super sassy, doesn't want to be there, deadpanning the entire time. And then you just get to go right back into this. And it's fantastic.
It's giving Giselle!
Giselle! That's awesome. I can like see the cape as you're like voicing him. It's great.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Beautiful.
All right. Crystal.
So I don't actually have a cat or animal that's alive, so I'm not losing anytime soon. This is a cat still. It's very cute. And yeah, it's precious. It lives with me now in my booth. I decided I needed a booth buddy. So yeah. In terms of voices, I have one that I kind of do for whenever I have a more goofy male character, though, I mean, it works for both. I like to do kind of this sort of thing. Gaelish has a little bit of this in here, but like this is just so easy to do. And it's really easy to just slide into this like goofy sort of frame of mind and that sort of thing. So that's one of my favorites, but he hasn't been showing up in some of the books that I've gotten lately. So
aw. You have to find a new way to incorporate him. And at least your booth buddy is quiet. We'll never get on the mic.
Yeah.
very quiet.
Yeah.
And your booth buddy will never leave fur on your face.
It's true.
Awesome. And hi, I'm Rashmi Lamino. I'm your game master. You can see Lana back there. She doesn't normally come in the booth with me. And then Riley, who's been very actually good sleeping this whole time. Sorry to wake you up, baby. He likes to come in the booth with me a lot. But like yours, Emily, he will snuff a lot or he'll lick a lot or whatever a lot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, settle.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, voices, I came up with this one, and it's funny because nobody ever asked me to do it because I usually do like high-pitched, like happy people. So her name's Martina. And she's very like seductive and, you know, kind of like down here. And then the other one that cracks up my husband is I'll go into Irish sometimes. I have an Irish book, and he is Irish. He's 100%. He's from Cork. And he makes fun of my Irish accent all the time. So yes, he's very harsh on me about it. So, honey, if you're watching this stream, sorry. Oh man! So, quick shout out again to Audiobook Empire for sponsoring our first season. Thank you so much, and also thanks to Spencer Dillahay, who's the man working all the magic behind the scenes. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you so much. Oh my word,
He is magical.
Yeah.
All right, chat. If you guys have any suggestions for our players, throw them in there because I think we're still in the middle of a battle.
Oh, yes.
We are.
All right, so let's get to it.
All right.
Okay.
It got real.
Where are we at? I think it's top of the round, right? So
I think it is.
Sticky.
She has to be freed. I'm going to reach over, and you know those long plastic dividers that grocery stores. I'm going to reach out and grab one of those. Step to the side here so I have a good angle, and then reaching it in like a lever, I'm going to hook this lovely creature in front of me and pull. And she's so well greased, I think she's just going to slide along the side of the grocery counter so I can free her from the predicament she's in.
Oh, right. You're not on our side.
I'm on the side of beauty.
Oh, Lord. I think Lazuli just figured it out.
And according to this, it says it lasts for 24 hours. I don't think you have to keep,
Oh, Lord.
like, I don't think you keep trying to see if you can escape the charm. I think it's an effect and it's done. FYI.
All right.
So you,
All right.
for all intents and purposes, I believe you are charmed for the rest of combat.
All right.
FYI.
Excellent.
All right. So where did you pull her exactly?
Just basically through the hole that I've created by stepping aside.
Okay. So
So
she's like
down
right
and away.
here next. Is she behind you or next to you?
But that entirely depends on how much momentum I can get on a greased form as I zing her down the grocery aisle.
Oh, please roll. Please roll.
This feels like athletics, which I'm not very good at.
That feels like it should be fun.
5. Not too
2
far.
feet.
You're so blinded by her beauty and wit that you do get a little bit of purchase, but not a lot. So she is next to you.
All
you
right.
didn't get her quite out of harm's way.
Well, I will step into the space that she was, so at least I'm blocking as much as I can. And I put my arms up, sort of out, blocking as much as I can. And I say, "Run, my smoky porcine beauty! I shall protect you."
Does she have to make the saving throw because you moved her in the grease?
Oh, golly, I forgot about that. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Okay, hold on. Is it?
Oh, yes.
What kind of saving throw is it?
I think it's dexterity.
Okay. You're gonna hate this. 29.
Man.
I
Bonuses.
I kind of want to give Max another inspiration point for the use of a beautiful vocab word.
Porcine was
I'll take
excellent.
it.
It was really good, but I don't want you to use it against me. That's all.
Well, I wouldn't now.
Fair. Oh, that's a good point. Okay. All right. Then you get an inspiration. You get a point. And you get a point for the beautiful use of porcine. Oh, I like it. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, you tell me. I'm pretty sure jinging her was an action. Did I have to use my bonus action to go get the that plastic divider and do all that, or do I still have a bonus action?
I feel like that would count as one. I think it's silly to be like, this is an action and this is an action, but whatever, you know.
Okay.
Do you want a bonus action?
I would love a bonus action.
All right, then take a bonus action.
I'm going to use a sleight of hand check to grab Laslie's sword away from her.
No. Oh, you sly dog, don't you dare! What do I have to roll? Or is he rolling? Oh,
What?
shit.
I got an 18. Maybe what? Athletics to contest it, perhaps?
Dash it all, I rolled a 9.
Yes, I just sort of reach under and bonk the bottom of the sword, and it pops up into the air, and I grab it.
So stunned at Sticky's behavior, it happens.
Run, my pet, run!
And Lazuli stares aghast at Sticky.
I kind of don't want this combat to ever end.
Just gonna have one long combat.
But it's so glorious.
Is there anything else?
No, that's all.
You dastardly demon.
Okay. To Yuza.
I will climb up on the side of the cart to get a little more leverage now that she's, further away from everyone. I assume it holds me just fine. It's filled with flour still. It's not gonna
you only took out like one grocery, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Okay. I guess it doesn't matter that Sticky's in your path, right? Because it would just go around. Okay.
Yeah.
Hit Sticky too, dash it all. He's halfway dead anyway. After all I did for you.
Wow.
Let's see. We roll it 3 times, right?
Yep.
Yes.
3, 2, 3, so 8.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Alrighty. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Oh, the way you were, I was like, oh, she's leading up to something.
Well, I thought about throwing my wad of gum at Sticky.
Oh, I like that. Please do that, dear. Oh,
Sure. I'll roll athletics for it. It doesn't work very well for me, but we'll see.
maybe you'll
We'll
get
see if it's
lucky.
better than the garlic. Where are you? There you are. 2.
Oh,
Can
dear.
she roll with advantage because I'm absolutely stepping in the path of it like it's a bullet, like I'm a Secret Service agent protecting the president.
Sure.
I'll take it.
11.
No.
Oh, man. Well, so I guess what were you trying to accomplish with the gum?
I just want
know.
to stick it to his forehead like a third eye.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I just like the idea, so sure, I'll allow it. Yeah,
Excellent.
love it. Okay. Anything else, Yuza?
No, I think that's quite enough.
Oh my gosh. All right. So to our Karen, who is standing back here. Let me see what she can do. She's very pleased with you, Sticky. Thank you. That was very nice of you to take that bullet for her.
Oh, I'm so mad.
I don't think I can roll against myself. She wants to. That teenager Peter is still just ringing stuff up, and she gets irate and she says, "I need to speak to a manager now. I want to speak to a manager."
Amazing.
Which Peter actually heeds, surprisingly. I mean, I guess he's got nothing better to do. All the groceries are burned up anyway. So he's like, cool. And he gets on the intercom. He's like, manager to aisle 2. Manager, aisle 2. So that will probably be a round or 2 before somebody can show up. Just FYI.
Oh, dear.
We'll say 2 rounds because it's not a very good grocery store, apparently, because everyone's just letting you guys fight. Let's see.
I think they're all stunned. This is extraordinary.
Let's see. I think for now she's gonna hold because she's behind Sticky and she doesn't want to. And Leslie, you're weaponless? Were
Well,
you two-handed?
no. It was a 2-handed weapon, but I do have a hand axe.
Okay. Oh, but I'm saying you weren't dual wielding.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Cool. All right. So that is it for our Karen. To Gaelish.
Okay. Gaelish is just kind of like, what is with you, to Sticky? And I think I'd like to have Gaelish hop up on aisle 2's conveyor. And I don't know if it's moving or not because our person is, I don't know what he's doing. What Peter is doing?
Peter, yeah.
Yeah. So Gaelish is gonna, because it's at a better angle, hop up on the conveyor belt and pull out their longbow and take a shot at Karen.
Okay.
That is a better angle, dear. Smart thinking.
18.
Okay, but
What? Oh no.
no,
Oh no.
you're fine. In theory, that would hit, but also Sticky is defending her. So, Sticky, are you?
How
Yes.
does he get to move this many times?
Well, he's defending her.
So?
So
I
I'm-
mean,
So- So I'm asking, are you going to let it slide, or are you going to?
I'm jealous.
well, to the extent that I can. I mean, it's not my turn. I do have a reaction left, I suppose. If I could use it in some way to impede the flight of the arrow, I certainly would.
I feel like you would because you are.
I've
His third eye is open after
Yes.
all.
His third gum eye.
Are you sure it's not stuck closed?
I'm going to try to catch the arrow with this gum on my forehead. I'm throwing my head in the path of the arrow, hoping that it will adhere to this gum.
No, Lord.
Baelish is like, no.
Drunk on porcine.
Let's see here.
She's far away, though, Yuza. You could use fire next time.
I feel like
And hit Sticky.
pick something to roll. Pick something to roll.
All right. It sounds
Would be-
fairly acrobatic. I'll pick acrobatics.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. So you don't take damage, but it does like stick to your forehead.
Excellent.
Yeah. So you blocked it, is basically what I'm saying.
Okay.
Anything else for Gaelish?
Sticky! Oh my god, what are you doing?
Living up to his name, dash it all.
It was a good shot, too. Finally.
It was very
Okay,
good, dear. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else for Gaelish?
No. I'm done.
Okay, fair enough. To Lazuli.
Well, I must ask, if Sticky is busy jumping for a freaking arrow, how closely is he guarding my greatsword? I
don't
would
know.
like
How
it back.
closely is he?
Can I do, I don't even know what to roll to try to get it back. I want it back.
Well, I guess what are you trying to
Stealth.
swipe it back, or are you trying to
Yes.
just like hit him and get it? Like what action are you doing?
I am grabbing it while
Okay.
he is distracted.
I don't think that would be sleight of
No.
I'd say it's either sleight of hand or strength.
Well, I like one of those more than the other. Strength.
Go ahead and pick one, whichever one you like.
Unnatural 20.
Can I contest with acrobatics?
Please do.
You are distracted.
22.
My word.
No.
Oh my
Would
god.
that be with disadvantage because he was distracted? Oh, come now. It's
It
disadvantage.
makes sense.
It
Sure.
does. His
Sure.
attention
Disadvantage,
was
okay.
elsewhere.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I am not going
18.
down without a fight.
18, I
I was
didn't
like,
beat it.
if you got any more good arguments, we can keep rolling. So.
But I did beat it. That's true.
Yeah,
I beat
you beat it.
I
Yeah.
beat it.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay. Sorry. I was
Is
just
that-
enjoying this. I was
is
enjoying
that-
the chaos.
Is that my entire turn, or may I swing it?
Go ahead.
That- Okay. I'm swinging it at Sticky! Dash it all! Fortunately, it was a bad roll. It was a 12, which I don't think overcomes your armor.
It does not.
In my jubilation at grasping my sword once more, I overswung and missed. But I have it.
Is there anything else you want to do?
No, well, yes, but can I know?
Oh, I like the chaotic fun. All right. Top of the round to Sticky.
I'm taking advantage of her overextended swing to just kind of hip check her a little bit and sleight of hand that sword right back.
Oh, no, you don't! No, you don't!
22.
Oh my gosh.
No!
And to prevent her from getting it back, I'm hoping that the people nearby have had the good sense to run away. I'm just going to turn and two-handed chuck this sword as far in the opposite direction as I can get it.
So you're throwing it down the aisle?
I'm throwing not down the aisle. I'm throwing on the map, sort of to the right, like over in. I don't want to impale our kindly cashier, but so sort of like in. How do I do this?